One of the ways to always have a good party is to have a room too small. We've got a tent too small, which you may discover when the rains start again. So we'll get going to try to prevent everybody from getting soaked, because this should be a day that we should remember with big smiles on our faces. After decades of planning, we are here to officially cut the ribbon on the first section, let me emphasize first section, of the spectacular new Brooklyn Bridge Park. Yes, big round of applause. A great day for Brooklyn, and really a great day for all of New York City, because people from all 5 boroughs are going to come over here and enjoy this most wonderful park. All our hard work is clearly paid off. There are a few places in the city, even in the world, I think, where you'll find a setting like the one at Pier 1. And as you know, for a long time it was blocked off by parking lots and storage sheds that line this stretch of waterfront. But now we're opening up these views to everyone. Whether you're with your family in its new playground, tossing a ball on its beautiful green lawn, relaxing on its wide granite steps, or simply strolling through. And with the pier at Park 1 now a reality, you can begin to picture what the fully completed park will look like. 85 acres. Think about that. 85 acres of playing fields, tennis and basketball courts, playgrounds, open lawns, and paddling areas stretching along the water's edge in the shadow of the world's most spectacular skyline. It is the largest expansion of Brooklyn's park system since Prospect Park was built shortly after the end of what war? The Civil War. Goes back even older than I am. It's also a perfect example of our administration's commitment, I think, to providing unprecedented public access to our city's remarkable 578 miles of shoreline. And this spring, another section of the park at Pier 6 near Atlantic Ave, all the way down that way, will open to the public. And after that, we are optimistic that the remaining pieces of Brooklyn Bridge Park will fall into place much more quickly. And that's because of a new agreement the governor and I announced 2 weeks ago, which streamlines oversight of the park by giving the city control of its planning, construction, maintenance, and operation. And under this agreement, the city is committing $55 million towards completing the park, which is in addition to the $139 million we've already allocated. Now, in these tough economic times, we understand how important it is to keep investing in the things that make New York a great place to live, to work, and to visit. We certainly cannot afford to make the same mistake the city made during the 70s, when it all but turned its back on our quality of life, including our subways, parks, and safe streets. So our administration has decided to step up to the plate and finally finish this great project. We're also forming a committee to explore ways of financing the park's long-term operation and upkeep, because we've always intended it to be completely self-sustaining. One solution that's been considered is housing, but this committee, which will be made up of appointees by the state and city, is going to work to make sure that no stone is left unturned. There are a lot of people responsible for today's opening. Like so much of the best work in our city, this has been a product of tremendous collaboration, and that includes with Governor Patterson, Peter Davidson, President of the Empire State Development Corporation, the Port Authority, State Senator Daniel Squadron, and Assemblywoman Joan Millman, Regina Meyer, and the rest of the board and staff at the Brooklyn Bridge Park Development Corporation, the city's Park Commissioner Adrian Benaby, Seth Pinsky, and the city's Economic Development Corporation, Deputy Mayors Bob Lieber and Patty Harris, and the leadership of the Brooklyn Bridge Park Conservancy. Together we've created a waterfront masterpiece that will stand right up there with the most spectacular parks in our city, and that will be enjoyed for generations to come. So on that note, let me turn over the floor to some of those people whose leadership has been instrumental, starting with our governor.